Clarity. Clarity. I talked about it before, and I'm going to ask you, what is your message? What's your message? What are you sending out there? What's going out there? Paul, what message are you transmitting, radiating, conveying?
It's all okay.
It's all okay? Is it? Good. Good. That I believe, actually. It's important right now to be clear about what you're putting out there because, as I said at the beginning of this session, take a look at what you're getting. Take a look at what you're getting. It's not just some mistake. You're getting exactly what you're putting out there. But what you're putting out there doesn't come through your mouth and your words. Matter of fact, most of human words are really meaningless. When I listen to people talk and say things, they're not saying anything. It's just this mental cycling, this spinning around, filling space, thinking that if they put some makio out there, not even just spiritual stuff, but any stuff, if they just express it, they're doing a good job of just putting words out. So I ask you, what are you putting out there? What are you expressing? What's coming from here? Not here, but what's coming from here? Start listening to your own words and then shut up. Stop talking. There's so much chatter going on. And you know what most of the chatter is besides Makio? It's stories. You know what stories are? The past. Stories require processing. Stories steal energy. Old stories, victim stories. There's a lot of that going on. Not necessarily from you, but from most humans. A lot of stuff going on. Without the clarity of really understanding what message you're putting out there, you kind of go into a default mode. And you're getting what you deserve, and it's not much. You don't deserve much, and you're not getting much. That would have been funny. But because the mind is chattering away, even when you're not talking, there's mind chatter going on. There's very unclear. And one of the things that we try to do in the mystery schools is to get some clarity. It's not always easy. But to get down to the basics. And a lot of times we try to get down to the basics, and people are still in their makio, and they come back with makio BS phrases, thinking that I'm going to give them an Adamus award, and then they don't get one. But, dear Shambra, you should get one today, just for your costume. Frederick, yes, yeah. Yes. So, most of the time you're really not even clear. And when you think about it, it gets even more unclear. But this is what you're radiating out there. And this is what draws things back to your life. So what are you putting out there, Bonnie? No, not what you'd like it to be. What are you putting out? And we'll need the microphone. We're going to pick on Bonnie for a moment.
Norma has it.
So what are you putting out there? Not what you'd like, but what are you transmitting right now? Let's say I'm just an entity and I don't understand human words at all. They don't make any sense to me. I'm from some far-off planet. What are you transmitting energetically? What are you transmitting through your consciousness?
Okay, if it's not light, it's brightness.
That's what you're transmitting right now. That's what I would be feeling if I was some alien never been to Earth and couldn't see you, couldn't hear you. I'm just feeling your essence. It's brightness. And everything in your life is bright.
I like it, yeah.
Sorry, but it is. It is. And if you can't get naked here, where else can you get naked? What a lot of
really?
people...
Do you want the answer to that?
and this isn't, Bonnie, this isn't you particularly, but a lot of people are putting out fear. It's constantly being transmitted. Fear and conflict. Fear and barriers. Doubts and lack of self-worth. Now, your mind might be thinking, yes, but I went to university and I got a PhD and I've got a great job and family. They hate you. But so your mind is diluting what you're really putting out, not you, but what humans tend to put out is this type of fear or insecurity. And that's on a good day. most of the time they're just putting out kind of a babble. It's just this garble that goes out. Energetic garble. Because their consciousness is garbled up. They have no idea what they're putting out there. So they're just putting out garble. It's like a constant signal going out, meaningless, but it's occupying time and space, and it's taking up, it's diverting energy. It doesn't take up, but it's diverting energy. So, what are you really putting out? Bonnie, I can see yours all over the place. I can feel it all over the place. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Desire. Desire. You have such loving desire. You have such grand desire, and you would call it light desire. But it's desire you're putting out there. I'm sorry, but a neediness, and you're not the only one. The room is filled with them. But an incompletion, a lack of... it's a desire to have something more out of life. You told me that we could do this. You asked me. You almost paid me off to pick on you today. Sorry. I don't take bribes unless they're really big. So the desire. So you're watching. You can get mad at me. You can close your eyes, do whatever you want. But you're watching the hour and minute hand of your life ticking away, and you're saying, I came here with a purpose, damn it. And I've invested a lot of time, a lot of money into finding that purpose. And where is it now? When does it come around? Do I have to be on the deathbed before I finally get it? So, Bonnie, you're putting out desire. You're putting out desire. And if you understand that, you're aware of what that is, you can, without getting mental, you can actually transmute that into fulfillment. You can actually have this spirit present in your life right now. It doesn't have to be a incomplete romantic relationship with spirit, a distant relationship. It can be right here, right now. So you can give the microphone back, or you throw it at me. What are you putting out there, Carrie? You knew I was walking this way, and you said, Adamus, please come over and talk to me. You said, just show up at my doorstep. So here I am, darling. Where are we going with this?
I probably insecurity.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me feel. I would say that's not the primary thing. The primary thing is you don't trust yourself. You got this dynamic power, and you're afraid to unleash it. You're afraid it's going to destroy all Earth and humanity and your friends and everybody else. So you hold back and you give yourself a lot of things. So a lot of reasons, other reasons, but what you're really radiating out there is I'm going to contain myself. I'm going to hold myself in. So therefore, you contain yourself. That's exactly what you get back. Nothing, because you're held within. So what would happen if you just let it out?
Like how?
Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Any way you want. I can't.
I'm freaking tired already.
Drew, how about-
Really? It's like, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. I'm sick of hearing this shit. I don't want to hold back, but it's like once I get
Why are
everything
you?
else done, I don't know.
Cheesing out. Wimping out. No, I'm helping you get it out through anger here. I'm getting you really angry with me.
I am really pissed
No,
at
you're
you.
faking
I mean,
anger. You're faking
I am
anger.
holding back, though. I
Yeah,
am.
see, she's holding back. She really wants to let it out. Would you please stand up a second? You know we're going to do this. Could you just let it out through here? That's the easiest place. And give me the microphone on this one, because this could hurt. Just let it out, Carrie, in front of everybody. Just let it out. No containing. Kind of wimpy, yeah. Oh, you're too easy, dear friends. That was not that good. That was, come on, up here, all the way up. Just, and once you let it out, you combine a little anger with some humor and letting it out, and there's no need to contain yourself anymore. So let it out.
I mean, that wasn't big. That felt really big.
Scream. Girl.
No, that was. Now, Joe says he hears that about once a month. So let's really do it. Do you want me to do it with you? Really? Okay. Let's all do it. Absolutely. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Better. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So dear friends, thank you. Thank you. See, you instead of being up here with it like you tend to get, just you let it out, you scream it out, and particularly with you're trying to contain everything. You're trying to. That's the essence of what you're putting out there, and that's exactly what you get back. Hold back. Matter of fact, not so long ago, you said, my life is like a big holdback. Everything is just in this waiting, just not developing state. Let it out. So, dear Shambro, what are you putting out? What's in there? Not what's up here. What's that clarity? Now, you can really boil it down to 1 or 2 words. And you know what it is. Now, if you try to approach it through your mind, trying to think your way through it, it's not going to happen. You just ask yourself, the I am, what is it? Let it go. The answer will come to you. Your answer will come to you. What is it? Are you putting out fear, hold back, desire, any of these very simple concepts? What are you putting out? It's important right now, and I'll agitate you as much as I need to. It's important to start getting clear about what's going out there. Because it's not just going out there, it's going in here. It's happening within you. That same message of containment that's going out, or desire that's going out, is also happening all in your body of consciousness right now. It's hearing that. And that's the message. It doesn't get these little mind messages. It doesn't hear, your body of consciousness does not hear your words. Ever. It gets the feeling from in here. So what are you putting out there for yourself? Once you start getting really clear about it and understanding that you actually can choose it, it doesn't have to happen by default, and it just doesn't have to be this babble being transmitted out there. You start getting very energy efficient. You're consuming tremendous amounts of energy right now with sometimes unexplainable tasks and energies being diverted here and there. It's like a hugely congested highway, but without any real flow to it. Cars going in every direction, roads that just end suddenly, roads that all converge at the same point at the same time. That's what it's kind of like. It's a energetic mess. As you start getting really, 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 really clear, as you start shaving it down, like Todd was talking about with the book, taking out the macchio. What is it that you're really putting out there? And it's not about being hard on yourself or judging yourself. It's being aware of yourself. Because this few single words that you could boil it down to is exactly what every part of you is hearing. That's exactly what's kept spirit from not being present. That's exactly what's detracted spirit or held spirit at a distance. Because part of you is conveying, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. That's like hypnosis. Every part of you then responds accordingly and starts to believe it. you end up with that very limited life, unfulfilling, and a life that you want to get beyond right now. There's a message in all this. As you get into that clarity, what am I really transmitting? You can change it. You can change it, not through up here, but through here. Up here is kind of involved, but you change the feeling. I wanted Andra to do this wordless breathing here because you didn't need the words. And suddenly you were breathing with her, she was breathing with you, with breath joined together. It's the same with understanding your clarity and what you're putting out there. For instance, you could be putting out the desire message to others, to the world around you, and to yourself. Once you recognize that, say, no, feel into that desire message. What does it feel like? Well, it feels needy and incomplete. It has a certain, I guess you would say, melancholic feel to it, but it gets old after a while. Desire can have a bit of, I guess you'd call it false romance or a sensual nature to it, but after a while it's very tedious. So what do you want to transmit? What are you going to really feel? It can be fulfillment rather than desire. And if you feel into it, not think it, not write it on a piece of paper 1,000 times, not run around telling everybody about it, but you feel what is fulfillment? What is Spirit being present in my life? What does that feel like? Then it starts happening. Then even your mind starts kind of getting into it. And the mind starts saying, this is pretty nice. And when the mind does that, the mind then starts integrating into the body of consciousness. And suddenly you're clear, and suddenly that's exactly what you start attracting. Everything that's fulfilled, everything that's complete, everything that's just here for the dance. Just here for the celebration, not here because it's incomplete and it has to somehow try to make amends. Just here because it's Spirit in the present.